PCGIF, Young-Box test is fundamental statistics. Okay, Young-Box test is fundamental statistics. However, the problem is the length of the test. Okay, how many lag terms should we add into the fundamental test? In fact, for the ARMA modeling, the length of this test should be bigger than the P plus Q, minus 1, okay? The length should be bigger than P plus Q minus 1. What does it mean? If you construct ARMA 77, the length should be at least 14, right? The length should be at least 14. It must be bigger than P plus Q minus 1. But what I want to emphasize here is, if you add too many lengths, it will lower the power of test. But if you only add too few lag terms, it will render the null hypothesis very easily to be rejected. But in this case, in the ARMA modeling, you should make sure the length of this fundamental test should be at least bigger than P plus Q minus 1, right? And also, in this case, we just construct an AR4 model. We just construct an AR4 model. So does it mean the length should be 4, right? The length should be 4, at least 4. Also, you know, you use a monthly data, so you can just try 12, okay? You can just try 12, okay? In this case, 12 is bigger than 4, right? We try 12. And finally, you get result. Result insignificant. What does it mean? What does it mean, insignificant result? What is the null hypothesis of fundamental test? What is the null hypothesis of Young-Box? The null hypothesis of Young-Box test is a independently distribution, okay? ID distribution. In other words, zero autocorrelation, okay? Insignificant, it means it can't reject null hypothesis of ID, right? So in the residual, there's no autocorrelation. In other words, our model is adequate, okay? Our model is adequate. This is ARMA modeling, okay? This is ARMA modeling. Next question asks you to construct a Garch model, right? Asks you to construct Garch model. Before you construct the Garch model, you should test the arch effects, right? You should test for the arch effects. Arch effects. How can you test arch effects? In fact, after the ARMA modeling, you can use this test function, okay? Use test function. Tick the box of test. Tick the box of arch test. With order, in fact, you use monthly data, so we just try 12, okay? And here you get a significant result. The significant result of this arch test suggests there exists artifacts, okay? Our results suggest there exist artifacts. Okay, next step, we are going to construct a Garch. We are going to construct a Garch model, okay? If you want to construct an arch model, it is very difficult to identify the optimal order of arch. But you know, the reason why we introduce Garch, because when you expand the Garch, it's infinite order of arch. So, and Garch is quite parsimonious, okay? In most of the situation, Garch 1.1 can very well address your prediction of the variance. We tend to use only use a Garch 1.1 to predict the variance. In fact, for the Garch modeling, you can also try overfit, but I should say the Garch 2.2 is too far. In general, it's too far. Garch 1.1 is all right, right? Garch 1 is all right. The Garch model, in other words, Garch model prevents overfitting, right? So the category should be model for financial data, okay? Model class, Garch modeling, okay? In fact, there's only one choice, Garch modeling, okay? So we construct the Garch in the ARM model, we add a first difference. So in the GARCH, we should use a same dependent, right? We use a same dependent. For example, we construct GARCH 1, 1, so P equal to 1, Q also equal to 1. And here we get the result. It shows alpha 0, alpha 1, and beta 1. Okay? It shows. But what I want to ask question, what is the constant here? In fact, alpha 0 is constant of the GARCH 1, model. But what is a constant here? What is the constant here? In fact, the default setting of BCD just show so-called simplest GARCH. Okay? In fact, when we talk about the GARCH, we show both conditional mean equation as well as a conditional variance equation. Okay? So what is the simplest GARCH? What is simplest GARCH? For the conditional mean equation, it should be equal to constant with L term, right? This is for the conditional mean equation for the simplest GARCH, okay? And conditional variance. This is a conditional variance equation, okay? This is conditional variance equation. But if you want to construct AR GARCH, okay? For example, if you want to construct AR1 GARCH 1, how can we do this?